Do not adjust your TV or your smartphone or your laptop or whatever it is you're watching this on. I know the top looks stripy. It is stripy. Nothing's broken. It's very rare. I'm going to tell you about a pair of amazing guitars we've been teasing, so stick around. You're watching Alamo Music TV. My name is Chris McKee with Alamo Music in San Antonio, Texas. You can find us online at alamomusic.com. If you are new to our channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos, share them with your friends, gather around the fire, all those fun things. If you want to support the channel, visit our Spring Store link below for custom swag. Check out our podcast, the Fretboard Confessional, wherever you get your podcasts. So if you've been watching the channel, if you are already subscribed, good for you. You might already know we've been teasing these guitars for a little bit. Last September, Cooper and I went over to the Taylor factory. We hand-selected some wood for some custom guitars. And for the first time really doing that, one of the things that we got to pick were the tops. So usually in that setup, regardless of manufacturer, it's like, here are some back and side woods for you to choose from, different species. What are you interested in? Here's some figure. What are you looking for? We'll go get stacks of wood. We'll let you kind of pick out guitars. Usually tops aren't available, and tops were available. And so we've been able to make some really killer custom guitars from those tops. Some of those already have come in. We were able to do videos on them. Some of those sold, and I think we have like maybe one or two still around. For instance, a Heartwood maple, which is rare, super figured, paired with a Port Orford cedar top. That was one of the selections we were able to mess around with. Port Orford cedar is really cool stuff. It's a lot like Addy spruce in a way, and very luminous, has a luminosity to it, smells very floral, makes for a great guitar. What else did we do? We did a pair of mirror guitars that had Cocobolo binding in maple or the reverse, paired with some really nice bear claw Engelmann spruce and insane Cocobolo and maple. And when we did those, we told you, hey, there are some other maple or mirror guitars coming. Stay tuned. And here they are. So when we got there, there was a stack of Cocobolo. Cocobolo has effectively almost become like unobtainium. We have been put on notice from a number of manufacturers. We can't get any more of this stuff. So if you have something on order, you might get it, and that'll probably be the last of it. So when we saw some really, really nice Cocobolo, we decided to take it. And we had some, some of you remember some mirror guitars that Taylor did as kind of like special editions last year. Those were inspiring for us. We sold a lot of those guitars. It was Koa and maple in that particular case. We wanted to do the same thing with Cocobolo instead. And these two, they're the only two in the world like this. And I really, really mean that. Came with these very special tops. And this isn't hyperbole. Taylor doesn't know how this happened, okay? What these are, they're calling striped torrified Sitka spruce tops. But they don't know what caused it. So the tops didn't look like this before they went through the torrifaction process, the heat treatment that Taylor uses to torrify their tops. And when we were there, Andy Powers explained to us that they were trying to figure out what it was in the wood that caused it to do this very cool thing through that torrifaction process. Now, how cool is this? Let me tell you, there are builders out there that are trying desperately to figure out how to do some stuff like this. And a lot of times they're using finish. So like Kevin Ryan has a kind of a cool treatment, some pale moon treatment that they're doing on their Sitka tops. And it's a very cool effect. But it is, as far as I know, some kind of a finish. Correct me if I'm wrong, somebody. But this is derived from that heat treatment process. And what it did was it created some very resonant Sitka spruce tops, old growth Sitka spruce, which is cool, that have this striping through them that was so cool and unique. Now, I know some of you're going to comment right now, not your cup of tea. That's cool. I get it. That's fine. You probably don't like bear claw and you want something to be absolutely like without blemish and perfect. I get that. I think this is very cool. It's very unique. We often have people that want Sinker redwood and they want the stripy kind, which is just a result of it sitting in river silt and absorbing things. And it can have various degrees of this striations that happen through it. A similar thing has happened here. And I think it's just killer. It's a really, really cool look. So we took these very special. These were the only two they had, and they don't know how to replicate it. Okay, so that's it. As far as we know, unless they figure it out, this is it. We decided to take these and build some mirror guitars with it. So what's on the back and sides of these special beauties? Well, first of all, they're framed in contrasting wood. The maple guitar is framed and finished off with Cocobolo backstrap, Cocobolo headstock overlay, Cocobolo appointments. It's maple and Cocobolo in the rosette and in the diamond inlays that we chose. We also got to pick some really cool variated ebony fingerboards on these guitars. And then the back and sides were also a treat. So Cocobolo first. This has some really nice, very reddish with nice dark striations of black and brown and whatnot in there with the figured maple binding. I think it's an awesome contrast and a really, really nice set of Cocobolo. We sorted through a bunch of different ones, looking for different aspects, both from a visual standpoint and also kind of an overall aesthetic and then tonal response standpoint based upon how the wood's going to move. And this particular set was so killer in coloration and how it was book matched that we're like, that's going to make for a killer guitar. Same thing with the maple. Now, maple, it's a North American wood, and maybe it doesn't always, outside the electric guitar market, get the treatment that it should from acoustic guitar guys. But let me tell you something. Maple like this does not come along all of the time. This is really extremely highly figured flamed maple. And we did a very subtle, like natural burst, similar to what they would do on the 618 on this guitar to help accentuate some stuff, but also complement the Cocobolo binding that is framing the flamed maple. And it's I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it's just three-dimensional. It's very deep flame, and as you move it around, the light just dances on it. You pair that with this cool, just sick striped top, and this is an amazing guitar. I love that we were able to do this too. So this particular rosette, we got permission for these woods because these are going to be mirror guitars with Cocobolo and maple. Andy said it was okay. That's literally what, per Andy is usually what the sheet says when we're able to get something that's outside the norm. And so it's Cocobolo with maple on top is, or maybe it's Cocobolo on top, maple on the bottom. I guess it depends upon your perspective. So really, really killer guitar. The woods on this make it. Now, tonally, they're very, very different. Why? Because it's Cocobolo and it's maple. So Cocobolo's rosewood. It's got your deep bass, your nice chimey high end and scooped mid-range, and overtones. I tend to find Cocobolo has a tighter bass response than maybe the kind of wider bass response than on East Indian rosewood. With maple is not bright. Everyone thinks of maple as bright. Rosewood's brighter. Rosewood has more treble than maple does. And so if you don't like a lot of treble, maple's actually probably the tone wood that you should be looking for. What maple is it's very flat in response, right? So it's not going to give you a bunch of mids, and it's not going to take them away and accentuate bass or anything. It's going to let you be you. It's player reflective in that way. And so as you move around or you strike the strings harder or softer, maple's going to do that. That's why spruce and maple is the default tone wood combination for orchestral instruments. Lots of volume, lots of sustain, and an even response to how you're going to play. So take a listen for yourself. Check it out. So there you have it. I hate to actually kind of say this part because I'd almost like these to be a pair. Like if someone could, it would be so cool to have both of these in your collection. Because when I say mirror, I mean, look at this. Look at the backs of these headstocks. Come on. That's killer. Look at that maple and Cocobolo. It's just awesome. Anyways, these are really cool guitars, and they're very comfortable to play. We've got armrests going on. We've got amazing tone woods. They're truly special. If you'd like more information, details of all of the specs, and our award-winning photography. What award did we win? I don't know. I just gave us an award right now. You can go to our website, which is alamomusic.com, and you can check out everything. We actually have a number of Taylor customs in stock that are all really killer and unique and something you're probably not going to find anywhere else. I can say with confidence, in the great state of Texas, I don't think you'll find a bigger selection of Taylor guitars from standard stuff to custom stuff anywhere else than at Alamo Music. So check out our website for what's in stock and what's incoming. And if you like either of these guitars, you can buy them right online. But of course, if you have questions, like always, come in, call us, email us, or you can message us. Bottom right-hand corner of our website, click there. You can reach out. You can say, hey, Chris, Cooper, or whoever's out there listening, I need some help. And then we will come to your rescue. We will help you find the perfect guitar to meet your needs. If you're new to our channel and you like cool stuff like this, you should subscribe, turn on notifications, like our videos, share them with your friends, your family, your shrink, anybody that you talk to on a regular basis. Keep coming back for more. We'll see you next time.